Maker Faire is really an opportunity to bring the community together, and a community of makers who sometimes don't know each other very well. And once they begin to meet other makers, I believe lots of things begin to happen in the community year-round.
I think it's a great place to connect with other creative people. Like there's a number of people that I've met today that I would like to work with, so that's exciting for me as a maker.
It's getting the word about all this like creative energy and creative just thinking and the capabilities that are happening right here in the city.
We're really showing people, what's possible with the technology, trying to inspire people to just play, to get out there and try things, do something fun with the tools. It doesn't all have to be work.
It's a way for our own companies to connect with potential talent, to connect with potential customers, and to get attention for their innovations. And really that's what Maker Faire is doing in general for everybody who's exhibiting here.
And in Pittsburgh, I think what we're trying to do is do pretty much the same thing. We're trying to celebrate the makers in amongst us, but we're also focused on children and makers that we don't normally think of.
One of the things that Maker Faire really does well is it sort of gives kids a variety of ways to engage in making and engineering. There you can do anything from soldering and robotics to sewing and playing around with conductive thread and things like that.
The Children's Museum is about making, it's about touching real stuff, and they're experts in that field.
The thing that we love about the whole maker movement is that it fits so beautifully into our philosophy of education.
There's a commonality that exists with all Maker Fairs, but each Maker Faire tends to reflect the community in which it resides.
It's wonderful to have the Makers Faire here, and it's really critical at this time because there's so much innovation happening in Pittsburgh now. We are ripe for this Makers Faire because it's really thinking outside the box.
I think that people that came to this event will be able to recognize themselves as makers, and so I think from that, from the people that are here, that's how it's going to grow.
Hopefully it'll get a whole lot of people more interested in Pittsburgh's Renaissance. I think we're really coming into our own here as part of a science, technology, engineering hub. And I think that by having the Makers Faire here and having a whole bunch of young, new people coming in to look at it, it'll really reinvigorate the field out here.
In the next 5 years, I'd like to see more vendors involved, more sponsors involved, more people doing activities that are larger activities, larger art installations, getting it where it really becomes an event that people look forward to each year.